Hello, everyone, and welcome to beautiful Nassau, Bahamas, for what is an annual tradition, the Bahamas Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Troy Trojans, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Jacksonville State's offense takes the field for the first time today. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and then it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
Moving away from pressure. He's looking on the right side. And it's caught inside the 30. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Caught over the middle. It's Griffin. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun. I think that's important for team building, is having fun at your location, doing the different things together to start to build that unity that will make a big difference in the future.
Yeah, there's a saying in college football that your freshman year, when you get to bowl season, you're no longer a freshman. A lot of players grow up. You get the extra practices mentally, and from a confidence standpoint, you turn the page. I can remember back to my true freshman year, we were getting ready to play Penn State. We had a lot of NFL talent in my freshman class, and everybody just seemed to grow a foot taller. They were playing with a different intensity level that really paid off.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
Well, you know, this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Troy's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized.
Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the 30, the 10, And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Trojans!
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And here's the return. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and
he lost it high and deep down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Give to the big fullback. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there's so many festivities surrounding it, Jesse. What do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team. There's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes. Bourbon Street getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 feet. Hard to forget that.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Back to throw, it's off. Gets it to the back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they do on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense lining up for a first down play. Running back searching for a hole.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo. On third down, going up top. Got his man on the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, you get the completion, and now it's decision time for the head coach, right? This is a massive one, too. Fourth and short on your own end of the field. What do you do?
It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. The Trojans will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll power it inside with the fullback. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Give it to the guy with no neck, 2 chin straps, oversized shoulder pads, the big burly fullbacks. Those guys are awesome. They're kind of a dying breed in college football, but you love seeing them get the pigskin, fall forward, and hit anybody in their way.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run, and he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And the fullbacks, usually are typically in there to block, right? Those are the big, strong guys that usually lead the way for the running back. But occasionally you slip it to them, and you probably don't do it too much and don't make a living off it. But when you get a nice little chunk like this, maybe you find another way to give him the football.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Dropping back, it's Shaw. Using the quick game. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
The give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Offense in the hurry-up. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. They'll line up for a second down play. Handoff from the gun. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Looking to throw for it. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got a lot of running room. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Troy.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed,
and it's blocked. Now he can return this. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he takes it all the way back to the house, and just like that, the 2 gives him the lead right back.
And it's so great to see the resiliency of this defense because they've been on the field now for a few minutes, right? This offense has been churning play after play after play, and they're getting yards, but the defense never quit. They were able to get to the ball, force the turnover, get possession, and now they get a much-deserved rest.
And the returner will be dragged down. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
This time it's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Looking to move it through the air. He'll off one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between...
And he pumps it up inside the 20. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. 1st down and 10. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. It's complete. A huge pickup. Hit the gap.
tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. Fires one high and deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback will audible. Looking downfield, it's Shaw. Coming after it. And they got him for the sack. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to go up top on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And they almost had a connection on the long pass, but the receiver couldn't make the grab in bounds. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, Reese. A first half spent in paradise, and in many ways, this Bahamas Bowl has lived up to expectations. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Bahamas Bowl.
The Gamecocks will kick it away to crank up the second half. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half, and that's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, and we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Second down coming up. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle. It's Wolf. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Lost one deep down the right side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense, like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up a bit.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Quarterback checking the play. To the air, it's off. They're bringing heat. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a back.
Ball is free. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Great job.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. He'll do it himself. Fighting off the defender. Strikes the blow. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Trojans are in the hurry up. They'll go to the ground. At the 35, he's open. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Going to run it. It's Burt. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. The Trojans have pushed it inside the 20. They'll run the counter. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Grab near the marker. It's Wolf. Touchdown, Trojans. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Trying play action. Feeling some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Rides to the back. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got an open man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got a man, it's Stevens. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Quick strike complete. They get him down after he makes the catch. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. So close to a touchdown, but just. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gamecock. Now they'll try the two-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Dropping back, it's Shaw. He's got it. Two-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his spot. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job of ball security.
The give to the fullback. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Troy is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll go to the fullback. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the 1st down, now set up 1st and goal.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me. I am an aggressive person, Paul. I like to put my foot on the gas. I like to go for it. But here, second half, if I can tie the football game, the 4th down situation, I'm taking it.
You are aggressive spiritually, physically, and mentally. But I agree. You go field goal in this situation, and you put the pressure on your defense to go get a stop, get you the ball back, and give you a chance to win.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
The throw to the outside is complete.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Secures it at the 30. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled the...
Racing down the left side. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. They move on top here in the fourth.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're just about ready to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
He wants to pass it on second down. He's right on target. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On third and short, the power run here. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He's got great speed. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. On first down, here comes this offense. Sticks it in his belly. They ran it on first down, now on second. To throw, it's Shaw. Pressure coming. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football.
Looking deep. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. So will the defense try to keep it all in front, or will they go after the quarterback here and try to end it? The short hands, it's Stevens. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Trojans want to move quickly. He's looking for an open man on second down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Quarterback on the keeper. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, if they're going to come back and win this game, they need this guy's athleticism to take over, throwing it and running it. And a nice job there, David, of him understanding the situation, getting out of bounds to save some clock.
Yeah, get as much as you can, get out of bounds, because you can't have that clock ticking the whole time. Now, guess what? I can organize my next play. I can communicate it well. I don't have to be in such a hurry now where it gets frantic and sometimes things go wrong.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Still plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. That's caught. It's Wolf. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between Miller. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The Gamecocks enter the final minute of play, trying to run out the clock. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Back to pass, it's off. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the catch down the right side. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Let's go. Now we got ourselves a ball game. This one looked like it was almost over in the 2-minute situation. Get a few 1st downs. Walk out of here with a W. No, sir. Defense forces the turnover. Offense, it's your turn.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Immediately fires to the middle. Makes a catch and knocked down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy and falls incomplete.
Getting some heat. He's going to take off. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in